When we think of wealth, we often picture high-paying executives, flashy entrepreneurs, or celebrities with millions in their bank accounts. But behind the scenes, there's another kind of millionaire, ordinary people, living quiet lives, holding modest jobs, who have quietly built extraordinary wealth. They're invisible wealth builders, and today, we're uncovering their stories. Invisible wealth isn't about luxury cars or mansions. It's the kind of wealth you don't see, the millions invested quietly in index funds, the paid-off homes, the generational security. These are school teachers, janitors, secretaries, and small-town shopkeepers who chose patience over extravagance and long-term vision over short-term pleasure. Take Sylvia Bloom, for example. She worked as a legal secretary in New York City for decades. Never in the spotlight, never with a huge salary. But Sylvia paid attention. She noticed the investments her bosses made and quietly mirrored them on a smaller scale. Year after year, paycheck after paycheck, she invested, saved, and lived simply. When she passed away at the age of 96, Sylvia left behind an astonishing fortune, over $9 million. Most of it went to scholarships for students in need. Her story proves wealth is not always loud. Sometimes, it's hidden in plain sight. Ronald Read was a janitor and gas station attendant in Vermont. His life, ordinary, his job, modest, but Ronald had two powerful tools, discipline and patience. He saved consistently, invested in blue-chip stocks, and lived frugally. He drove a second-hand car, wore ordinary clothes, and never showed off. When he died in 2014, the community was stunned. Ronald had quietly built a fortune worth $8 million. He left most of it to his local hospital and library. He never sought recognition. His wealth was invisible until the very end. Teachers aren't typically known for high salaries. Yet many teachers retire as millionaires, not because of big paychecks, but because of consistent saving, pensions, and long-term investing. Consider the story of Grace Groner, a humble secretary turned educator. She invested just $180 in Abbott Laboratories stock in 1935. Decades later, through dividends and growth, that investment was worth $7 million. She lived simply, in a one-bedroom house, and left her entire fortune to help students succeed. What do these invisible wealth builders have in common? Frugality, they live below their means. No expensive cars, no endless debt. Consistency, they invested small amounts regularly, trusting time and compound interest. Patience, they didn't chase get-rich-quick schemes. They built slow, steady wealth. Purpose, for many, wealth wasn't about showing off. It was about helping others, creating security, and leaving a legacy. In today's world of instant gratification, we admire flashy success stories, the millionaire YouTubers, crypto millionaires, and influencers. But the truth is, most of that wealth disappears as fast as it appears. Invisible wealth builders, on the other hand, focus on sustainability. They don't need to impress strangers. They know wealth is measured in freedom, not in likes. You don't need a six-figure salary to build wealth. You need discipline and time. Here's how you can start. Save at least 10 to 20% of your income. Invest consistently in broad index funds or dividend-paying stocks. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Don't spend more just because you earn more. Stay patient. Let compound interest do the heavy lifting. Wealth is built quietly, in the shadows of discipline and consistency. The most beautiful part of invisible wealth is its impact. Sylvia Bloom's scholarships, Ronald Read's donations, Grace Groner's gift to students. These individuals lived modest lives, but their wealth outlives them, changing futures, building communities, creating opportunities. That's the true definition of wealth. The invisible wealth builders walk among us. They may not look rich. They may never flaunt their success. But their choices, their patience, and their discipline quietly rewrite what it means to be wealthy. And perhaps, the next invisible wealth builder is you. If this inspired you, don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and remember, wealth isn't about what you show, it's about what you grow.